Imagine you are walking alone at night and suddenly you hear a loud sound behind you. Your heart starts beating faster, your muscles tighten, and for a moment your whole body feels alert. You instantly turn around to check what happened. That reaction happens so fast that you barely have time to think. But have you ever wondered what part of your brain is responsible for that sudden feeling of fear? Hidden deep inside your brain is a tiny structure that acts like your personal alarm system. It's called the amygdala, and it plays a powerful role in how you experience fear. Before we explore this fascinating part of the mind, take a quick moment to like this video and subscribe to Brainora if you enjoy discovering the hidden secrets of the human brain. On this channel, we explore the science behind emotions, thoughts, and behaviors that shape our everyday lives. Now let's go back to that moment when you heard a sudden sound behind you. Your body reacted almost instantly. Your heart rate increased, your breathing changed, and your attention became extremely focused. This reaction is not random. It is part of an ancient survival system built into the human brain. The amygdala is a small almond-shaped structure located deep inside the brain, near the center. Even though it is tiny, it plays a huge role in processing emotions, especially fear and threat detection. Its main job is to constantly scan your environment for possible danger. Think of the amygdala as a security guard for your brain. It is always watching and listening, even when you are not consciously paying attention. The moment it senses something that could be dangerous, it sends an alert signal to the rest of the brain and body. What makes the amygdala so powerful is how quickly it works. In many cases, it reacts before the thinking part of your brain even has time to analyze the situation. This is why people sometimes jump or feel scared before they realize that the threat is not real. For example, imagine you see something long and dark on the ground while walking outside. Your body may instantly react as if it might be a snake. Your heart jumps, your muscles tense up, and you step back quickly. But a second later you realize it is only a rope. That first reaction happened because the amygdala activated the fear response before your logical brain had time to fully understand what you were seeing. This fast response system exists for a very important reason. Thousands of years ago, humans lived in environments where danger could appear suddenly. Quick reactions to threats like predators or falling objects could mean the difference between life and death. The amygdala evolved to keep us alive by reacting instantly to potential danger. When the amygdala detects a threat, it triggers what scientists call the fight or flight response. This response prepares your body to either face the danger or escape from it. Your brain releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These chemicals increase your heart rate, sharpen your focus, and send extra energy to your muscles. At the same time, certain functions that are not necessary for survival slow down. For example, digestion and other background processes become less active so that the body can focus all its energy on dealing with the threat. But fear is not only about immediate danger. The amygdala is also deeply connected to emotional memories. When you experience something frightening, your brain stows that memory along with the strong emotion attached to it. This helps you avoid similar dangers in the future. For instance, if someone had a frightening experience with a dog as a child, their amygdala might react strongly when they see a dog later in life. Even if the dog is friendly, the brain remembers the earlier fear and sends a warning signal. This is why emotional memories can feel so powerful. The amygdala works closely with another brain structure called the hippocampus, which helps form and store memories. Together, they create strong links between experiences and emotions. However, sometimes this system can become too sensitive. In certain situations, the amygdala may trigger fear even when there is no real danger. This can happen in conditions like anxiety disorders or phobias. The brain reacts as if something is threatening even when the environment is actually safe. For example, someone with a fear of flying might feel intense anxiety when boarding an airplane, even though modern air travel is statistically very safe. In this case, the amygdala is sending a strong alarm signal that may not match the actual level of danger. The good news is that the brain also has systems that help calm this fear response. The prefrontal cortex, located in the front part of the brain, plays an important role in rational thinking and decision-making. This area can analyze a situation and send signals that reduce the amygdala's alarm response when the threat is not real. This interaction between the emotional brain and the thinking brain is happening constantly. The amygdala reacts quickly, and the prefrontal cortex helps evaluate whether the fear is justified. When both systems work together properly, we are able to respond to danger while still staying calm in safe situations. Another interesting fact is that the amygdala also plays a role in recognizing emotional expressions in other people. It helps you detect fear, anger, or happiness in someone's face or voice. This ability is important for social communication and understanding other people's feelings. Scientists have even discovered that the amygdala becomes more active when people watch emotional movies or hear intense stories. This shows how deeply connected this small brain structure is to the way we experience emotions. The more researchers study the brain, the more they realize how complex our emotional system really is. Fear is not simply a weakness or something to avoid. It is actually an important survival tool that has helped humans stay safe for thousands of years. Understanding how the amygdala works can also help people manage fear more effectively. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, and gradual exposure to fears can train the brain to respond differently over time. Because the brain is capable of change, it can learn new patterns of reaction. Here on Brainora, exploring these hidden systems inside the mind helps us better understand our emotions and behaviors. The brain is full of incredible mechanisms working quietly behind the scenes, and the amygdala is one of the most fascinating. The next time you feel a sudden moment of fear, remember that a tiny structure deep inside your brain is doing its job to protect you. It is constantly scanning the world around you, trying to keep you safe, even before you realize what is happening. Now I'm curious about your experience. What is something that scares you the most? Is it heights, darkness, spiders, or something completely different? Share your answer in the comments because it is always interesting to see how different people experience fear.